Alright, y'all, it is time for another video. The Hounds of Fate are stirring. That's what the title of this video is going to be. And well, why am I talking about the Hounds of Fate? Because this situation with Spice Boy, like the Hardy Dog's gonna be throwing ad-libs on my bars, it is what it is. But the situation with Spice Boy, oh my days, the situation with Spice Boy Horner, it doesn't seem to be going away. And you see, this is a bigger problem for F1 than 2021 was, right? 2021, like really what it's going to boil down to for F1 is there'll be F1 truthers 20 years in the future or something. Oh, here's the real record books and all of that. But the situation with Horner, no, this one's different. This one's different, right? You can fudge up the record books and you can own the record books and or call it history and all of that. Uh, you know, it's not fine by me. I was gonna say it's fine by me, but categorically, it's not fine by me. But well, I don't have power to action any sort of solution. But you see, there's a thing that does have power, and fate, well, justice, whatever justice is, whatever karma is, whatever all these metaphysics are. The universe has a very long memory. The universe has a long memory regarding a whole raft of other things that people have done in the past. And it's keeping tally, it's keeping score, both good and bad. And at some point, people run out of credit. And it's looking like Spice Boys run out of credit. See, if you go back to my first video, Metaphysics in a Red Bull, the first video I posted on the YouTubes, and then FF1 decided to signal boost it. It is what it is. It is what it is. I wonder how that video would have. Oh, I wonder how things would have actually metastasized without that. But anyway, not that I don't appreciate it. I don't even know if that needs to be said. But anyway, if you go back to that video, this is just the way things were going to be. It's not going to be F1 related things that take these men down. And I'm not particularly. Unfortunately, I'm not so friendly with Mistress Fate to know what her list of victims are. But well, various men are going to go down by the look of things. It's fascinating that the Red Bull fans are talking about this whole Red Bull Civil War thing. I mean, is there a Red Bull Civil War going on? There's a bit too much going on to chalk it up to, oh, it's a Red Bull Civil War. There's other ways to conduct an internal civil war than whatever has transpired since this whole Horner situation kicked off. There are better ways to conduct a silent civil war, as it were, a shadow civil war. There's just better ways. What's happening right now is crass. If they were sitting on it, and as soon as Red Bull hierarchy decided, oh, we want Spice Boy out, and then they dropped this info. You see, these things, and people will still support the all, guys. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I don't drink coffee. If I desperately need energy for some sort of activity that I'm about to partake in for the day, because I haven't slept correctly or something, I'm probably gonna buy a Red Bull. It's the only energy drink that doesn't taste like vomit for me. But anyway, my little cousin's gonna put me on the new flex sometime soon. They got some new energy drink. They say it tastes better than the Red Bull, but anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I mean, really, we'll see what happens. We're just gonna have to see what happens. Old Spice, he's not particularly. I mean, he is worried, but he's not particularly worried. He is, at the end of the day, not particularly worried. He's too close to death's door, and he's accepted that he cut bread with the devil. He accepted that, or he has accepted that, and so he's pretty comfortable with whatever this fuckery is that's going on, and he's gonna run the Red Bull kayfabe, perhaps. Is it Red Bull kayfabe? This Red Bull Civil War? Because Red Bull are putting on a whole united front. Maximilian is not saying anything. It's Yoss that's doing all the rabble rousing at the moment. It's Jos Verstappen doing the thing. It's the father doing the thing. Why is he doing the thing? Who knows? Who knows? I don't believe it's Yoss that's sent the fucking emails to the whole fucking grid. I don't believe it's Yoss doing that. I don't believe he has connections to the person doing that, but I do believe he's just using this as an opportunity. As an opportunity to get Horner out, because Horner, because Horner is, at the end of the day, a racer, and he does actually want. He doesn't. He's not a fan of what Red Bull are doing themselves with the championship. Spice Boy Horner, quite frankly, because at least when Mercedes were quote unquote dominating, at least there would be something going on on an intra-team level. So it would be Rosberg versus Sir Lewis Hamilton, or Bottas versus Sir Lewis Hamilton. They were legitimately being given the same tech, and they were allowed to race and all of that. That was a different thing. That's not what's happening at Red Bull. Horner himself is not a fan of it, but he is a fan of Red Bull, so he's in whatever situation he's in. He's in whatever situation he's in, including whatever he might have done with the Galdim. I suspect there's many Galdim. Many Galdim. A whole harem, allegedly, but anyway. Anyway, most of them are MK Ultra sex kid, but anyway. Let me not even. Let me not even for now. But yeah, by the look of it, the optics of it, Old Spice is in trouble. The great Sir Lewis Hamilton, he would not be making commentary on it if if there wasn't real blood in the water. He would absolutely be straying far away. He's not interested in being hit with fucking character assassination cases or what have you. He's not about it. He's not about it. If Sir Lewis Hamilton is talking about a thing aside from the American politics, if he's talking about something that's going on in the F1 space, then it probably has legs. It probably has very real legs. But this, I don't believe this is the Hounds of Fate catching up with Spice Boy Horner. Not yet, at least. Not yet. This is something else. I thought they had all their angles covered. The Mandem could satisfy themselves with the MK Ultra Sex Kittens if it so got to such a point, because they're in a stressful environment. It is F1. The human animal does the human animal thing. It is what it is. But, well, Old Spice fucked up. Well, not Old Spice, excuse me. Spice Boy fucked up. Spice Boy, he fucked up. He went and interacted with a civilian in some uncharacteristic manner, and things are going to happen now. And you see, F1 is a different thing to what it was in the past, because way back, well, it's not even way back when, like the amount of women that are in the garage in F1 nowadays is it's off the charts relative to what it was in retro F1. Not even, you don't have to go that far back, really. You don't have to go that far back, really. Just like 5 years back, sort of, and it's pretty much all males in the fucking garages. There might be some token female here and there, but there's no token females now. I'll tell you what. But I also tell you what. The sex sells, innit? The human animal that keeps on ticking. You can't turn off this biology. The sex sells. I knew that F1 was leaning into the sex selling when they when they let the stylist do whatever they let the stylist do with Naomi Schiff for the 2023 Brazilian Grand Prix. Really, she was the highlight of that whole weekend. But let me not, let me say less. Let me say less on that. But really, right now in the F1, there's pretty women everywhere in all the garages. This is not the F1 that Bernie Eccleston grew old in. I can't say grew up in it, right? Grew old in, what have you. This is not Michael Schumacher's F1. It's not even Sir Lewis Hamilton's F1 anymore. There were not this many women around, albeit he has been at the forefront of getting the women into the F1. There were not this many women around. This is not Vettel's F1 or what have you. So it's a different landscape Horner is operating in, and he stepped on a landmine. So this is not the metaphysics catching up with the Red Bull apparatus just yet. But hey, it's funny how things happen sometimes, isn't it? Oh, it's funny how things happen. Anyway, yeah, that should be the vid. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace.